Hey, good morning, guys. So I thought, you know what? I'm gonna vlog today. It has been a long time since I've vlogged, and yeah, it's a Sunday. It is gray and kind of gross outside. It snowed, but not a whole lot. And it is 34 degrees outside. It continues to be winter. Despite my objections, winter continues to exist. What are we gonna get into today? It's just me and Harper. Jessie is actually on quarantine. And maybe most of you have seen the last video I posted about our separation. If not, I'll link it somewhere and you can watch that. But yeah, it is a girls' day today. I think I'm gonna go make Conchas. I think Harper and I will play. We'll have a dance party. Maybe we'll go out and play in the snow a little bit if I can drag myself outside. And I want to talk to you. I just want to talk to you about all the things. Like, I think we should just sit and talk about all the things. But I want to talk to you about why it's been really hard for me to talk about Mexico in public spaces. Not in public spaces as in like out in my real life, but like here. And on Instagram, there's a lot of weirdness surrounding that for me, and I wanted to just sit and talk with you and explain some of that, I think. So yeah, let's go make some dough.
How do you know that?
How do I know that?
Yeah.
How do I know there are bad people on the internet?
Yeah.
Because I've been on the internet. I have,
And you're not bad.
No.
Are you?
No, but I've interacted with those people. I'm explaining to Harper why I don't show her face on this vlog. All right, how much flour am I looking for here? 500 grams. Okay.
Hello.
They can hear you. Oh! You got flour on your face.
Can you also pour me a cup of flour, because I think it's fun.
Go look in the mirror. You've got flour on your nose and your chin. Oh my goodness. So anyway, I'm making conchas. Oh my gosh, you guys. I have to tell you the funniest thing that has happened. But I should make this first and then I will tell you, because I'll lose track of things and I won't. Was that funny?
Yeah.
Should we dance after this? Harper?
Soft.
You wanna
This
dance?
is just so soft.
It is. That Backstreet Boys stuck in my head.
Hey Zuma, we are cooking today.
Ooh, that's exciting. What are you cooking today, Harper?
I can't really know what it's called, but it's a yummy baked good, I think.
Yes, Conchas. All right. Oh,
I think it's called Conchas.
Yum, yum.
You know that you don't have to play the silly putty.
Really?
There's flower that you can play in. It's like silly putty, only there's more of it. What should we do in the snow, Everest?
Roll around.
Didn't you already do that?
Yeah, I did. Can you explain to me who Everest is, Harper?
She's a member of Paw Patrol.
Yeah. so sticky.
And don't kill me.
Harper is
Sitting under the camera.
yeah, she's under the tripod. It's very funny.
Or like laying.
Laying, yeah. Do you want to touch the dough before I get the oil on it or after?
Before.
Before? Okay. This dough is so soft. It feels so good.
Now I'm behind the tripod or whatever.
Now she's
it is.
behind the tripod. Oh, but it's so sticky. How does it feel, Harper?
Very sticky.
Yeah.
Sticky dough.
Okay, the dough is doing its thing. It's a super sticky wet dough. I've tried, hey baby. I've tried making it a little bit less sticky, but then the buns just end up denser. Hey baby girl. Okay, I have to tell you this story because this is hilarious and insane. And some of you are gonna know who I'm talking about and some of you are not, and so just go with me here. But do any of you know Joshua Harris, author of I Kissed Dating Goodbye? If you were a teenager in the evangelical church at any point in the 90s, early 2000s, like, you probably know who I'm talking about. Well, anyway, put a pin in that. My friend Stephanie, who is an artist who lives in Florida, and oh my gosh, okay, the weirdest set of circumstances brought the two of us together. I am in an online class taught by my friend Simona, who I met in grad school. That online class is about embodiment, feminine spirituality, reclaiming the divine feminine, all of this like good juicy stuff, right? So Stephanie is also in that class. Stephanie and Simona met completely randomly. That's a whole other story. And the first day of class, like, this is all on Zoom. We're doing our little introductions, and Stephanie and I realized that we actually know each other. Not know each other, but she was actually at my wedding. Jesse and I were part of this church in Orlando, Florida called H2O. And we got married as part of the church met in this country western bar in downtown Orlando on Wednesday nights. They had a service and we got married at one of those services. And yeah, like beer signs on the wall, like the whole 9 yards. It was hilarious. And the whole church was invited. So Stephanie was actually, I don't know how old were you, Stephanie, when I got married? I got married in 2004. Okay, Harper just came out to let me know that I was interrupting her show. Apparently I'm speaking too loudly. Anyway, long story short, Stephanie and I were part of this church in Orlando back forever ago. And we have now reconnected as we are both, in the stages of deconstructing, which that's a whole other thing. Anyway, this is getting like super long. Stephanie and I have this like 2-hour conversation last night about everything, life and God and family and grief and just everything. And at one point we start talking about purity culture. And the toxic messages that especially girls get when they are brought up in that environment. We got on the topic of Joshua Harris, who is like the poster child for purity culture back in the day. And I was like, are you following him on Instagram? Because it's actually really, really huge. Like, he has also gone through a deconstruction journey, and it like has come 180, and it's been so inspiring and it's been so meaningful following him. and following that journey. So Stephanie's like, no, I didn't know that. That's crazy. So she follows him. And then this morning, I wake up, I check Instagram, and there's Joshua Harris reposting Stephanie's artwork on his Instagram stories. And I'm like, the world is so weird. Life is so freaking weird. You know, it's just like Joshua Harris is this huge part of my religious story, of my relationship with Jesse and our marriage and our religious stories. And Stephanie also has Joshua Harris in her story, the church that Jesse and I were married in. Like, we're all like connected in this bizarre way. So anyway, that was like the surreal, crazy, weird moment this morning. Some of you are gonna be like, who the heck is Josh Harris again? Why are you telling us? And some of you are gonna be like, oh my God, you're kidding me. Okay, Harper and I are going to dance. We do this, balloon dance, right? Which is where we put on loud music and throw balloons around and dance like crazy people. How often do we do this, Harper?
A lot often.
A lot often? Yeah, it is one of our favorite things to do. So, where did your balloon go? All right, let's dance.
Balloon.
We keep on telling lies. That is how we stay alive. So you know that I don't mind about what is wrong and what is right. We keep moving in different rhythms. Still I know what you feel. We keep moving in different rhythms. Two different minds telling lies. That's how we stay alive. At least we try to survive. We're not the ones who hide. Two different minds. Oh, oh, oh. Two different minds. We're not the ones who hide. Two different minds.
You know just what to say to make it all okay. 'Cause I am too blind to see when you're in front of me. We keep moving in different rhythms. Two different minds telling lies. That's how we stay alive. At least we try to survive. We're not the ones who hide. Two different minds. Oh, oh, oh. Two different minds. We're not the ones who hide. Two different minds telling lies. That's how we stay alive. At least we try to survive. We're not the ones who hide. Two different minds. We're not the ones who hide. Two different minds telling lies. That's how we stay alive.
Okay, and now I'm gonna collapse on the couch. And the balloon
TV.
has gotten stuck on the TV. Actually,
How about you, Silver? them the balloon.
Okay.
Show them the balloon. Show them the balloon.
I will show them the balloon. All right, we have a balloon situation here. Also, this dog. Hello, I know. You get excited when we dance, don't you? And you want to bite Mommy's ankles.
Yes, you want to bite Mommy's ankles.
So we don't.
Come on, let's
We're
go.
done. All right.
We have no use of a dog biting my ankles.
This balloon is a whole mood. This is a whole mood right here. I have to tell you about my socks. Harper and I are getting ready to go outside. But I have to tell you about my socks. I started hiking, so of course I had to buy hiking boots, and then I found out that there are hiking socks. So of course I had to buy hiking socks, and I was looking at a list of socks, and these ones were described as amazingly soft yet burly. So I bought them immediately without looking at a single other pair. These socks, just so that every time I put them on my feet, I would think, amazingly soft yet burly. Okay, it is lunchtime. I've got a Caesar-ish salad with some shrimp, and Harper's got pasta with parm and butter, which is like one of her favorite things. And I've got some roasted cauliflower that's finishing up in the oven. So I'm so hungry. All right, so Harper and I just had lunch, and I started doing the dishes. Now I'm gonna get the Conchas shaped, and I was wondering, do you guys have your like post-COVID dream wish list kind of thing? Like, what are you doing first? What's the thing that you are like itching to do? If it's travel, like where do you want to go? So good.
Because you have these little shell things. And then it's so
That's right. Harper calls them Ankylosaurus bread because they look like the backs of an Ankylosaurus dinosaur. So Harper, how old are you now?
5.
What's something that you like?
You?
Me?
Yeah,
Oh,
you, Mom.
I like you too.
Also, this is Ankylosaurus bread.
Is that yummy?
Of course it is.
Do you like to eat the topping off of it first and then the
Yeah.
inside?
Give time for the inside to cool down.
Do you remember anything about living in Mexico?
Only that you really liked it.
I sure did. Okay, so I took a nap while Harper watched Land Before Time. The first of like 14.
Or
And
maybe
then
even more.
I know there's so many.
As
And
many movies as they're gonna have. Oh,
yeah.
I told you, remember, they're gonna have one more.
And they're gonna have one more? They're coming out with a new one? What? And I woke up from my nap to find that Joshua Harris is following me on Instagram.
Anyways, how about we just
Sorry,
show
I'm
them
just-
what we got in the mail?
Okay, I'm just cracking up about this. Okay, so Harper wants to show you.
This is a light that goes on your ceiling,
Yeah.
and we're going to show you when we put it up in my room.
Yeah, we're gonna figure out how to make this work, and oh, I almost dropped it.
And the styrofoam.
The styrofoam laser aperture. Okay, it says, do not stare into beam. Okay? Don't look at the laser. Just look at the ceiling. now we have to read 100 pages of a manual. Oh my gosh. What have I bought? I thought I was buying like a nightlight, but I think I've bought like some type of party accessory. Wi-Fi mode. I just want to turn it on. So just be like a turn it on. Keep away from children.
Keep away from children?
Yes.
Thinking if it's meant for children.
You know, I think maybe I didn't buy one that was meant for children. I think it's fine as long as you don't look at the laser.
Silly you.
Alright, I think it just has a simple on button. Let me get a power thingy. Harper is in bed. I have a cup of tea. I am upstairs in my office and I've got Peta right here on the bed with me. I'm about to call my friend Simona and we will talk forever and it will be amazing. But I wanted to jump on here real quick and chat with you for a minute. Also, every room in my house is a different temperature. So when I have the bedroom at the temperature that is good for sleeping, then my office is too warm. The living room, like, you know, it goes back and forth based on if I'm cooking something. So I just like have gotten used to, you know, having like sweaters kind of positioned around my house so that when I get to a cold room, it's just like grab my sweatshirt. I said I wanted to talk with you about Mexico and talking about Mexico. Like, there is a thing on the internet, on YouTube. There is a thing of white people go to Mexico, say good things about Mexico, get lots of views, become, you know, YouTube stars. And I just like walked right into that without realizing it. I was not, you know, Mexico, I never meant to have like this YouTube channel in the configuration that it is. Like, I was just having fun. I was just living my life and like doing videos because it was a fun creative outlet for me. I have a master's degree in creative nonfiction, and so telling my story, telling personal stories is just like, that's what I do, that's what I love. So it was, you know, it was very natural, I guess, in some ways to do that on here. You know, come to find out, it's a thing, it's a thing. And the more that I made videos about Mexico, and the more attention that they got, the more uncomfortable I became. Just with this, you know, everything that I said about loving Mexico was 100% true, but at some point you start realizing that when you're about to say something good about Mexico, you realize like you're going to be rewarded for that, and then you feel weird about it. Or at least I feel weird about it. I may be the only one. I'm probably the only one who feels weird about it. But you know, like it started feeling exploitative. Yeah, and the other component of it is that when I moved back to the States, which was a very complicated decision that had so much nuance and so many layers and levels, and there's just so much went into that decision. It was a highly personal decision. You know, the reaction from a lot of people was super supportive and positive, but there was like a lot of people who took that like really personally, and it made me realize, oh, I am not a human being to a lot of these people. I am a vehicle for their fantasy. My function is to live a life that they want to live and show it on the internet. And so when I was like, oh, actually, I am a real human being who changes, and my needs and wants and thoughts and feelings change, it was like, oh, no, actually, that's not what you're here for. You are here for us to live vicariously through, and so therefore you really need to do the things that we want you to do. And so that felt really icky. And so I almost kind of like pulled back from, like, even on Instagram, like I didn't want to talk about Mexico a lot. I mean, I get constant messages of, when are you going back? When are you going back? When are you moving back? And every time I would get that, I would kind of like cringe because, you know, it fit into that kind of, you know, fit into that like mental landscape that had been created from the reaction of my move. And so I kind of bristle, like, you know, don't use me like that, please. And I know, like, if you ever sent me one of those messages, like, I'm sure that's not at all what it was for you. I'm just saying, like, this is the context of up here and here. So, yeah, so for a while I've been just kind of like a little twitchy about it, but I want to move into a new space with it where I just want to be honest, and you know, and part of that is that I do genuinely love Mexico and I miss Mexico, and I want to say that out loud. I want to talk about my memories from that year, like the most critical, crucial, life-changing year in my life. Like, it was hugely significant to me. I want to talk about that. Yeah, I think I'm ready to enter that space. I think I've had enough distance and enough space and enough time away from it, and enough time away from the comments section, that I think I am ready to talk about it more and to kind of explore that with you. So, yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to chat with you about this. It's just weird, you know? YouTube is weird. YouTube in general is weird. The internet is weird. But this whole Mexico YouTuber thing, especially people from the US, and this is not, I am so not calling out any other YouTuber. This is not about any, it's the genre that I'm talking about. It's not the individual people who are creating within that genre. It's the genre of white people go to Mexico, say good things about Mexicans and Mexico and Mexican food and make money off of it. It's just like, ooh, I get a little cringy. Okay. Anyway, there are some thoughts. I might come onto the comment section of this one because I do want to hear your thoughts about it. Hi, PETA. But I'll have Greg and Becky go through the comments first and weed out any nasty ones. All right, well, I'm gonna call Simona now. I love you so much. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for loving me. I just, like, it really matters. And I'm just excited to be back. I'm excited to, like, hang out with you. All right. You have a good day or good night or whatever. I'll talk to you later.